guys, and happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the channel and the blog. If you're up to date with my blog posts, you know that I was originally intending to post this video on Monday, but I lost my voice over the weekend and couldn't film. So I posted a book review instead, which I will link below. Today's video is going to be a drugstore makeup haul. It's going to be short and sweet, but all of these products I think are really good for beginners in the makeup world. I was just looking for some new things. And in fact, I found some oldies but goodies and some things that have been around but I haven't tried yet. So I'm really excited about it, and let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is actually not something that came from this particular haul, but it was purchased a little bit before all of these products and it fits right into this video. This is the Maybelline MasterPrime Long Lasting Eyeshadow Base, and I have mine in their matte finish. I've been using this as my eye primer. I was looking for a good affordable one, and one of my favorite beauty bloggers who I watch on the daily uses this, and it seemed like a pretty good product. It has your typical sponge applicator, really easy to use, it blends out really well. I haven't noticed any creasing since using this, and yeah, it retails for about $8. One thing I do want to mention about it is that after about the second or third use, it became a little bit hit or miss as to how much product comes off on this applicator. The first couple of times I used it, I had no problems getting plenty of product from it. After about the fourth or fifth time, I would say, I would have to go back in and dip it in there again to get some extra product off to use. But, I mean, like just now when I took it out, there was plenty of product on it, and when I used it this morning, there was plenty of product on it. So, I don't know, maybe I was just crazy those days and I was getting enough product and I don't know, maybe I was losing it, but I don't know. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is something you've probably heard of before. It's kind of a staple in the drugstore makeup world, and that is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Comfort Zone palette. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth about this today because really you can YouTube search this palette and you will find reviews, swatches, and tutorials galore. This seems to be every beauty blogger's, at least one of their favorite drugstore makeup items. And there's a good reason for it. Each color in this is extremely pigmented. They layer really well, they blend really well, and they're so versatile. I mean, you can use any of these shades however you want, and they create some really, really beautiful looks. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into it. This is a great product for a beginner. It's very affordable. They retail for about $5, and I highly recommend it. Staying along the lines of eyeshadow, I wanted to try a collection that I have heard of, but I'd never tried before. It's been around for a few years, and I've always been curious about it, but I don't know why I didn't try it. But here we are. This is the NYX Love in Paris collection. I have two of the palettes. There's many palettes to choose from, but the palettes that I have are Merci, Beaucoup, and Let Them Eat Cake. Right off the bat, I can tell you that I love the colors in these palettes, and I love the formula. They're really easy to apply. They go on very smoothly and very evenly. The first thing I want to mention is specifically with this Let Them Eat Cake palette. I haven't used the whole palette yet, but I bought this one specifically for this beautiful pink glittery shade. These look to me like they should be a satin finish. This one in particular came off a little bit more sheer and shimmery with like a hint of that pink pigment in it. I was expecting it to be a lot more pink. Like I said, I haven't used the rest of the colors in this palette yet other than to swatch them on my arm, but I was a little bit disappointed with that because it just looks so beautiful in the palette and it looks like it should be so pink, and it didn't come across that way without having to layer it up really a lot. So once I layered it up a bit, it came through, but still not as much as I would have liked. So that was a little bit disappointing, especially because that's the whole reason why I bought this particular palette. But I will continue to use it, and I will try all the different shades and give it a fair shot. On the other hand, this palette, Merci Beaucoup, my eye makeup look comes from this today. I'm so pleased with this. I'm always drawn to warm and neutral tones, lots of oranges, reds, browns, golds. This has some beautiful matte shades as well as these beautiful satin finish shades. Again, this orange one looks to me like it's supposed to be a little bit more orange, and it comes out a little bit more sheer. I really had to work to layer it up to make it really orange. It's really not a deal breaker for me because the rest of this palette is so pigmented and so gorgeous. The best part about this is that these palettes retail normally for $10 a piece, and I received them for $5 a piece. NYX is having a really good discount on their website on these palettes, where each of these palettes are $5 a piece. So to receive 2 of them for the price of 1 normally is a really good deal. I'm going to continue to play around with these palettes a little bit, and I'd like to put up a tutorial using these palettes in the near future, so be on the lookout for that this month. If I can't get it up this month, then I'll try to get it up in September. Moving away from eye makeup and into a brand that I really enjoy, and that's E.L.F. If you love drugstore makeup like I do, then you are probably familiar with E.L.F. They have a really wide range of products to choose from, and they're all pretty darn fantastic. One of the things that I purchased with these E.L.F. products was a new crease brush for my eyes, but I don't have that in front of me to show you today. It's nothing special, it's just a crease brush, but I would like to mention that the majority of their eye makeup brushes are all $1 a piece. I wanted to mention it because the E.L.F. eye makeup brushes are really how I transitioned out of using the typical sponge applicator. If you're a beginner in the eye makeup world, I highly recommend checking out the E.L.F. eye makeup brushes. They're good quality for a great price, $1 a piece, you can't beat it, and it's a great place to start. This I actually didn't purchase with the rest of these products. However, I did purchase it around the same time and started using it around the same time as these products, and that's the E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with this. It sprays evenly on the face. It does leave somewhat of a dewy finish, so if you're looking for a more matte look, then you might want to invest in a good setting powder, or I know that they do have a matte mist setting spray, but I don't know anything about it. I haven't used it. So if you do know and you'd like to leave a helpful comment down below, that would be great. Otherwise, I don't have any major complaints about this. I used it after I applied my makeup before I went to the beach this past Sunday and sweat my butt off, and my makeup stayed pretty darn well using this. My eye makeup smudged just a tad, but I mean, it was better than I could have hoped. So my one concern about it is that I've been using it for about 2 weeks, and in the past 2 weeks, my face has started to break out. I don't know that it's directly correlated with this spray. I do know that I wasn't breaking out, and then I started using this, and then I did start breaking out. If you'd like to get an update on whether or not I'm continuing to break out using this, or if I figure out if that's what it is, please let me know. I would be happy to update you on that. But so far so good. That's just one thing I'm trying to keep my eye on, so I'm going to experiment with it a little bit more and just see what happens. Stay tuned. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the E.L.F. Lip Exfoliator. This is in Cherry Tart, and this works beautifully. I'm really pleased with it. Oh, this retails for $3, just so you know. I didn't mention that before. This also retails for $3. This works really well. It's very easy to use. It does smell like cherry. It isn't a really overpowering scent. However, if you are sensitive to smell, I don't know that I would recommend this. I would recommend some sort of unscented lip exfoliator. But for application purposes, really easy to use. And if you're not sensitive to smell, in fact, if you really like smell, this one's very beautiful. I know they have another one in mint. They might even have an unscented lip exfoliator, but I saw cherry and I was drawn straight to cherry. I'm very happy with this, and I use it before I apply any lip product, and it leaves my lips feeling so smooth and so moisturized, and $3. So there you go. The next thing I want to talk to you about is something that I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to like, but I really found myself surprised when I bought it, and that is the E.L.F. Shimmer palette. This retails for $3. It is a cream, but it does set down to almost a powdery finish. These 4 shades are really compatible with my fair skin and provide a really beautiful, natural looking glow. I've really been loving this like peachy pink, I guess it's like a peachy coral color. They also say that you can use this on your eyes, and I believe they said you can even use it on your lips. I've just been using it as highlight. But if you've used this on your eyes and lips, please tell me how you like it, and I might just experiment with that a little bit more. But I'm very pleased with it overall. I didn't think I was going to need another highlighting palette, but I'm really glad that I went with this. I've been using it a lot, so $3. The last thing I want to talk to you about is something I didn't intend on getting at all, but E.L.F. was running a really great special where you could use a coupon for either 2 free mascaras or 2 free blushes. I chose the 2 free blushes, and I'm really glad I did. I received the shade Twinkle Pink, and it's this gorgeous peachy pink color with a lot of shimmer in it, perfect for summertime. I'm wearing it today, and I haven't used another blush since I've received it. These retail for $3 a piece, and I'm definitely going to buy some more shades because I'm very, very pleased with this formula, with how it goes on so smoothly and evenly, and it's yet again another product that E.L.F. is doing really well, really affordably. So thank you, E.L.F. So that wraps it up for my drugstore makeup haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the YouTube, to my blog, find me on Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you guys next week.